Hey, we're starting our God time for week 2 of our lessons on honor this month, and we're going to be talking about David and Jonathan today. And David was King David, only he wasn't the king yet, and Jonathan was King Saul's son. They were really good friends. And our scripture reading for today comes from 1 Samuel chapter 18, verses 3 and 4. So I found those right here, and it says this. And Jonathan made a special vow to be David's friend, and he sealed the pact by giving him his robe, tunic, sword, bow, and belt. So Jonathan gave David things that were his, things that would have belonged to royalty, and David got to use those kind of things. So this week, one of the things we want your kids to understand is what it means to give or share the things that they have. The devotion says, have you ever heard the phrase, he'd give you the shirt off his back? It says, it's talking about someone who's willing to give you everything they have if you need it. And that's what Jonathan did. So the question is, how can we teach our kids to be willing to give and to give generously? Maybe it's one of those things where you have your kids go through and clean out their closets and find their really good condition toys and give them to someone, pass them on. Maybe there's actually something that your kids have that somebody else could use and you need to give that away. It gives us a little assignment. It says, think about something you have that someone else could use. Maybe it's clothes, maybe it's food, or maybe it's a toy that you know your friend really wants, but her family doesn't have the money to buy it. Write a plan for how you could pass that on. And it says right here, I will give blank, my blank on, and you fill in the day. And so I was thinking and talking to my husband about this, like, what could we do? And the thing I realized is that we have extra deer meat. And so we know a couple people who could probably use a hand. We need to get some of that out of our freezer so that we can make room for the next big deer that comes along after he goes hunting next month. And so this week, I'm going to look for a way and look for some people that we can pass on the blessings that God has given us to them. And so when we do that, we can be really thankful because God is teaching us to put others first. And when we put others first, we honor them before us. When we honor others, we honor God. And that's our God time for today.